What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Zeus. His name is 3antozz, or 3antozz. I don't really know. Apparently, there's something about this 3 meaning something, but I don't know what it is. So we're just going to call him 3antozz. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Odin King. The king of the Odins. The 12th king of the Odins, in fact. We did manage to watch Odin King playing against Julius really recently, and he actually was playing this matchup, Zeus versus Odin, and Odin King showed that he's quite strong in that matchup. So we'll have to wait and see if 3antozz is going to be able to bring something new to the table and shake Odin King up here. 3antozz is known for his Poseidon play mostly. His Poseidon is the god that he likes to play, and funnily enough, this is probably one of the first tournaments we've actually seen him participating in, because most of the recent tournaments that have been happening have got god restrictions. But funnily enough here, we see that 3antozz isn't actually going in with his main god in his first game, playing as Zeus right now. So we'll see how he's going to go. He's already jumping onto the goal, jumping onto the wood, going for a 4-2-2 opening. Odin King, on the other hand here, he chops down a little bit of wood before jumping onto his zebras over here. He's got a relatively decent gold mine in his main base. Going to get a little bit of wood income here and see how he's going to go as the scout running around, just seeing what's going to be found out on this map. We do have ourselves the Pandora's box at the back here. I would say that's a big relic to grab, but unfortunately, it doesn't really have that much impact in this game. So 25% myth unit reduction does mean that the myth unit will come out faster. But in the end of the day, a myth unit that trains, say it's 20-second training time, right? So 25% reduction might take that down to, say, 15 seconds, if that's how math works. But you're not able to get yourself 12 favor fast enough to really take advantage of that extra training time reduction. So while you do get the centaur out 5 seconds faster, the next centaur is only going to be 5 seconds faster as well. So it's not like there's a complete... It's not like it just keeps on getting better and better and better as the game goes on. It's not a cumulative kind of relic, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to speak English. It's fine. We'll see how things are going to go. We do see that Odin King is going to be dropping his temple right at the back here. This is really interesting. He blocks in this back tower with that, which does mean it's going to be tough to take that out. He could jump onto this forest over here if he so chooses to have a nice time where that's going to go. And we do see that the villagers, well, it's not the worst to have shot that zebra down. He's going to be able to eat this zebra and then move back over here, but it's just a bit of walking time that Odin King's going to have to deal with. He's going up through Freya here, and I imagine we're going to be seeing 3antozz go through Athena here, though we do see him going onto the favor, which does change things quite a bit. Maybe we're going to be seeing Hermes in this game as 3antozz. He gets the resources to advance, and he is going up through Hermes here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 villagers on the favor. The villagers jumping over onto the wood over here. How many is he going to be going for on wood is the big question. Normally we see 8, and that is exactly what it is. 8 villagers on wood, 5 on the food, and currently 2 on gold, which ends up being maybe a little bit too much at the start, because you only need to have 50 gold for the Jason. He's already built the Jason, or maybe 50 gold again for a hand axe. He's already got the hand axe. So where is that gold going to be going here? Not 100% sure. It would be better to probably pop them over onto the wood, so then you can afford like an early military academy, and then you can take the villagers off of the wood, put them back over onto gold as you're getting villagers onto food. All that stuff can be a really good idea. But we see 3antozz' opponent, Odin King here, has hit the second age. He's going to be putting up the longhouse in his main base. Already has placed his wooden walls around his towers to defend himself here. As the game continues along swimmingly here. Lots of goats in the main base as well here for 3antozz, as he will be getting himself the Odysseus. But this is a rare strategy. We haven't seen Zeus players going Hermes against Odin for quite some time, and for whatever reason, it's a strategy that has had a lot of success in the past, and we'll have to wait and see how it's going to be going here in this game. As the Centaur moves forward, Jason trying to get some pressure in over here as the Centaur comes in, going to start getting some damage onto the villagers over here. 4 Herser out already, starting to take down the Jason as the Centaur has to retreat back. Sylvan Law is not in just yet as Odin King going to be chasing that Centaur away. Meanwhile, Forest Fire onto this position. No villagers falling there. Not really a significant amount of damage either as the villagers can just make their way over onto this wood line here. No problems there. The Centaur just about to get its Sylvan Law upgrade in. Odysseus pulling back as well. We see the Military Academy coming up for 3antozz. I would say this is maybe slightly late here. 3antozz you could possibly get this out just a little bit earlier as the Centaur going to be retreating back up, dragging Odin King into this position though. All the units are going to start getting some pressure done over on this position as the Jason just about falling over here as well. Units popping out. He might have to utilize the villagers here to fight this one off to keep himself alive here as he does pull the villagers off of this line. The Centaur here now starting to get chased down as the villagers going after those raiding cavalry. More Centaur coming in, trying to control the Centaurs on the back position over there as the villagers almost able to take down these Herser here as well. Jason just about to fall as the Centaur swing around the bottom. Jason falls here. The Centaur going to be leaving for the time being as the raiding cavalry getting sniped down here. The villagers need to get back onto their food line though as look at that, no villagers falling just yet. The hoplite might be going down. The Centaur coming in, sniping one villager, going to be able to leave that position straight away after that as the Odysseus here going to be able to clean up that final Herser as another Centaur coming in, and the raids are now going to start happening quite significantly. A very low HP villager here might be able to get sniped by 3antozz as he does see that one, comes in, utilizes the special ability, and there is another dead villager. Good play from 3antozz as Odin King is on the back foot. He hasn't managed to get that early pressure onto the food line there that he really needed to get, and now hoplites are going to start pouring in here to start being able to take out those Herser. This is going to be tough for Odin King to recover from as the Centaur are just going to continue to run around here getting villager kill after villager kill. We do see a nice wall getting thrown up here for Odin King to cause a little bit of problems here as the hoplite's going to be taking down the raiding cavalry as well. Good retreat here with that hoplite as well as more Herser are coming through, but the Herser waiting on this position do get a decent amount of attacks over here as he does manage to pick off another villager, sacrificing a little bit of HP to make that happen there. That's a good trade for Odin King if he's going to be honest there, but picking off that villager, the Centaur going to be retreating back. More Centaur going to be coming through here. Population difference right here is nothing. It's an equal game in terms of population, but the villager difference is at 10 right now. 10 villager difference here at this point. As 3antozz is going to be searching around for some more kills. A lone elephant there, very, very much wanting to be eaten here as Odin King retreats back. He is no longer training units anymore. He's still making some Herser as the villagers are on this gold. We do see that Odin King very, very regularly at this point in the game, simply put, just gets himself watchtowers here as the Centaur are going to be moving in to this base here. We see the Herser trying to get over here to deal with this as the villager going to be retreating to the tower here. But we'll see if Odin King's going to get himself the watchtowers and what other plan is in here. Is the raiding cavalry going to be searching around trying to pick off a handful of villagers and getting Odin King back into an economic place here as he picks one villager off, going to pick two villagers off here as well. The hoplites and the Centaur starting to get some good damage in, and Odin King will be able to retreat out of this position here as one raiding cavalry goes down. A second one might fall here as well as it's going to be retreating away. Does manage to keep that one alive for the time being. The Odin regen will be able to help out here as Odin King getting himself watchtowers. He is still building Herser. He might want to cut the Herser here and just try and get to the heroic age. It generally is the way for Odin to kind of work here against the Centaur. You have to get to that heroic age as best as you possibly can. As now 3antozz is going to start putting more and more pressure on. We see some walls coming up here. Without restoration, it can be quite difficult to actually push in and take out the walls. As the Centaur moving up to the top side here, looking for some more kills. A stray ox cart has been spotted here as well. It probably would be worth picking that off. How many more ox carts does he really have? That's just the one in the tower here. the one over here and the one on the gold mine. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to make that happen here. Now we'll see what 3antozz is planning here, because 3antozz, he will still have access to all the hunt on the map, but he's actually deciding to just eat the goats in his main base. He's still spamming out hoplites here. He's even got himself an archery range and a stable to boot here. There's more walls coming up here in the main base, trying to keep himself nice and defensive here. Another wall coming up over here as the hoplite's going to be pushing through to try and take out the house on this position. Odin King getting closer and closer to being able to advance to the next age as the centaur pushing through here. This might be a little bit too aggressive by 3antozz, though, with the towers up already, but he will be able to snipe a couple of those Herso, trying to bring the hoplites back in to snipe down this watchtower as well. 3antozz still motoring ahead, needs to be throwing down the houses. Does he have houses coming up? It looks like he does have 2 houses coming down at this point as well, trying to push through. We see the walls coming back in to this position. They'll be able to get knocked down very, very fast here and potentially open this place back up, as now the hoplites coming through. The centaur going to be able to start sniping down raiding cavalry to boot here as the gold has expired. And in that moment, Odin King doesn't want to continue here. He does have enough gold to get to the heroic age, but what after that? I mean, frosting the army, getting some units out, getting onto a gold mine, all the gold is at the top side of the map. It's going to be really, really tough for him to get going here. 3antozz makes a very wise decision here to pick Zeus on this map against Odin. Obviously, Odin King could have played any god here, but he decides to pick Zeus here, and Odin King has to tap out just based on those centaur hoplites. This is it's just kind of getting into the dated strategies that we haven't seen for quite a while from Zeus. Centaur hoplite is a strategy that Ulysses kind of popularized maybe 3 years ago or something, and since then, Odin players, Thor players have kind of adapted to it, but 3antozz says, hey man, it's still really good, and even a Poseidon main can pull it off here as he manages to get the first win in this series. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. From the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.